It's another powerful one right here at Manifest Mondays. It's another exclusive episode here on Twitch, and I'm excited about it because we had a powerful time this morning speaking on the different ways that we can manifest, the different ways that we bring alchemy into our lives. And tonight we're going to take it to the next level. Tonight we're going to go a little bit deeper. Tonight is going to get a little bit closer. Matter of fact, let's get the angle even closer. You know what I mean? Let's get the bring the cam in. Let's get just a little tighter. Yeah, see. And I'm gonna get comfortable. Because tonight we're talking about awakening, alignment, and alchemy. Welcome to Manifest Nation. This is not just a live stream. This is not just another show you scroll past. Manifest Nation is a sovereign frequency, a nation of thought, will, and destiny, where we do not come here to entertain, but to transform. Manifest Nation is a territory for the awakened, for the visionaries. It is a land of the curse breaker, the dominion of the sovereign mind. It's where we stop asking for miracles and we begin becoming miracles. This nation is not a country on the map. It is a consciousness. It is a place where truth is valued over comfort, where discipline outweighs distractions, where healing is not just a conversation, but a lifestyle. Tonight is Manifest Monday. It's the first day of our week. And for most people, Monday is a dread. It's stress, the weight of survival. But for us, Monday is dominion. This is the day we reset our power. This is the day we activate our alignment. This is the day we set our tone for our legacy. That's why we had 2 shows today. This morning, 7 a.m. as well as 7 p.m. This morning, I went live across all platforms, planting seeds and waking the people. But this evening, this right here, this is exclusive. This is our sanctuary. This is our family. This is our deep dive, our master class. This is our temple of transformation. So here, in Manifest Nation, we go beyond motivation. We go into mastery. Now, over the next 3 hours, I'm going to challenge everything that you know. We're going to tear down illusions. We're going to rewire beliefs. We're going to activate the alchemy inside you. I want you to know anything that I say, I'm not saying to upset you, to offend you. There are some things meant to intentionally trigger you, but that's to move you into action, not to upset you, not to anger you. So I pray that me giving you that information up front allows you to not take offense in anything that is said, because I did not say it to offend you. But if you stay to the end, you will now only walk away with just transformative information and the inspiration to do so. You'll leave with a blueprint. I'm going to give you a set of keys and a direction that you can begin to apply right now. And for those who are even ready to go deeper, I've opened the door to something life-changing. Once again, the 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge is not a course. It's not a book. It's an initiation into the greater level of self. So this is daily practices, mindset shifts, that are going to empower you for 90 days to rewire your life from the inside out, showing you exactly what you need to do day by day to practice spiritual alchemy, to learn the skill set, to align yourself with the mindset, to turn your pain into power, your wounds into wisdom, and your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Matter of fact, all evening long while we're on this broadcast, you can use discount code GREATER. Discount code GREATER will save you $50 on access to the 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge. Only while we're on the phone. Only while we're on this call. Discount code GREATER. Yeah. Tonight will ignite you. This challenge is going to transform you. So let's begin. The awakening. It's the first thing to talk about tonight, because that's where a majority of people seem to be. I take that back. Let's be real. Most people are asleep. Yeah. Most people are asleep and they wake up every day, but they're not awake. They're not living a life of consciousness. They live in routines, but they're not alive. They're slaves to a system, multiple systems, and they call that freedom. Now, tonight we're going to go deeper. Tonight we're escaping the illusion. We're awakening from the fake life. So again, tonight is not entertainment. This is not just content. This is an initiation. This is a doorway. Manifest Nation is a home of the awakened, the sovereign, the curse breakers. We are the ones who looked at the script life handed us and said, no more. We are the people who stopped begging for miracles and became miracles. We are the people who stopped waiting on permission and reclaimed dominion. This is not just a brand. This is not a group. This is a nation, a consciousness, and a frequency. And tonight we're going to take it to the next level. Because most of you have been living inside an illusion, a fake life. A script handed down from broken systems and unhealed families and manipulated illusions. They told you this is freedom when it's really slavery. They told you this is success when it's really bondage attached to it. They told you this is who you are. But that's really a coping mechanism and a mask that you've been wearing. Yeah, tonight we tear the mask off. Tonight we expose the illusions. Tonight we awaken you to the real. That's what Manifest Mondays has to start with. Because what else are we manifesting if not first manifesting a greater version of ourselves? If not first manifesting a greater version of ourselves, what are we talking about? What are we doing? This morning's broadcast wakes the masses. But this evening, this masterclass are for those who are ready. So the illusion has been exposed. Let's call it for what it is. Many are living a fake life. You think just because you're paying bills and you drive a car and you post selfies that you're free. You think because you have some opinions about some things and get the things that you prefer most of the time in your small existence of the world, you have power. But the truth is, you're living a script that was already given to you. The script was written by the schools that never taught you who you are, by the parents who never taught you who you are, by the society that thrives on your obedience, you being distracted, and your dependency. You work jobs that you hate, you spend money you don't have, you chase approval from people who don't matter, and you call it life. But let me ask you, when did you even choose this? When did you consciously even design this? Or did you just inherit it? Is this what you were just told it was and was about? You see, that's the illusion. Thinking that survival is freedom. Thinking routine is life. And just trying to do it better than you did yesterday. That's not life. That's reactionary living. At its core, just trying to get better than yesterday. Which we should all want to get better than yesterday, but that shouldn't be the way that our life is revolving. And that's how most of us are doing it, because that's what we were taught. We was taught that was the best way to improve. And I'm not saying that you should not reflect. Don't misunderstand me. But your sight should be on what you're creating in your now and how it aligns with what you want created in your future. Thinking the cage is a castle because it has Wi-Fi is one of the best tricks that they've pulled on y'all. Tonight, I need you to wake up. There's a greater existence waiting on you. And it begins when you step outside of the illusion. Many of you are chosen to break generational curses, meaning that there are behaviors and there are patterns and there are things that have ran into your family. And they need to stop being there. And you're the one that has to do something different so that it becomes different for you and for your bloodline. The very first thing that you have to do as a bloodline breaker is to wake the hell up and see the patterns, see the illusions that you need to change. That's where it starts. The school systems didn't teach you freedom, they taught you obedience. Your job didn't give you purpose, they gave you a paycheck and a cage. Your relationships aren't built on love. A lot of them are built on fear. A lot of them are built on trauma. A lot of them are built on convenience. Your mind is filled with truths that you call lies. I want you to reflect on this. Who told you what success was? Who defined success for you? Who told you what love is? Who told you what's possible for you? And why did you believe them? I'm sure we had a bunch of good reasons of why we believed them. But here's a fact. 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck. Not because there isn't money in the world, but because they are programmed into financial slavery. Here's another fact. The average person spends 6 hours a day on screens. That's 90 days a year staring at someone else's life while yours passes you by. You don't lack time. You waste it on distractions that don't pay you. You're not broke. You're undisciplined. Well, some of y'all are broke and undisciplined. But you don't have commitment issues. You have just been committed to the wrong things. Your excuses, your fears, and your trauma. I refuse. Repeat after me. Repeat this with me. I refuse to live a life I inherited. Yeah, I refuse to live a life I inherited. I am going to create the life I deserve. You hear what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you, when did you actually choose this existence that you have? I could think, I could think of a time where I began to put this into place, create this existence, choosing this existence. Now, I can also think of much of my life where I was not choosing my existence. I was living a reactionary life based off of what was in front of me, what I was aware of, what I did yesterday, or what yesterday did to me. But cheers to each and every one of you who have chosen a destination and arrived at that destination. And what's up to each and every one of you who have chosen a destination and is on their way there. Much love to every one of you who has chosen a destination and is about to start your journey. The question we all must answer is, did we choose this? Or did we just accept what we were handed, what was given to us? There's so many illusions that we believe. Money illusions. You think money is paper, it's not. It's energy. That's why people with no degree become millionaires and people with degrees drown in debt. The paper don't matter, but y'all caught up on this paper part. You caught up on it meeting your needs versus it being a result of energy transferring. You have this illusion of time. You think you don't have enough of it. And you use that to limit what you do with what you do have of it. And because the truth of the matter is, you do have enough time. You just mismanage it. Every excuse of I don't have time is a lie. Because you had time to scroll, you had time to gossip, you have time to binge watch, you have time to learn things that you don't even need to know. You got time to waste time. So the truth is, you don't lack time, you lack priorities, you lack discipline. People ask all the time or tell me all the time, hey, I don't see how you do what you do, all the things that you do in a day, man. I couldn't. It's people who tell me that they couldn't live the way that I live when it comes to managing and doing all the things that I do. But they always love to tell me how they would love to live how I live. They love to tell me, or they love to tell me how they would love to experience what comes along with this level of discipline and this level of consciousness and this level of execution. I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you don't. I don't, I don't see how you don't. What do you mean? That other stuff is more important. That other stuff had more significance to you. That was a better investment of your time. You got enough time. You just mismanage it. And that's fine. The world will not remember your name. The next generation will. Maybe the generation after that. But easy, 60 years go by and nobody even knew you existed. You got this success illusion. You think a salary is success, a house is success. You think a car is success. Nah, that's a slave dressed up with granite countertops. Real success is sovereignty. You don't even own your time or anything. Waking up with purpose, building with legacy. That's success. Achieving a worthy goal is success, but not these monetary things. There's this illusion that you got where you think you are your job. You think you're your trauma. You think you're your titles. When I talk to a lot of people, I say, you know, who are you? Where you're from? And everyone defines themselves by these titles and these labels. And when I said, if we could take away the titles and the labels, who are you? And they don't know. Someone asked me one day, man, you know, if how did he say it? It was something along the lines like, if no one could see you, if we couldn't see and we couldn't hear, it was like taking away all the ways that we identify everything. And it was like, if we ain't have none of that, how would someone recognize you? And I said, my energy. And he said, yeah. He's like, you know, that's the right thing to think. You know, like, so if we didn't have the ability to hear my voice, the ability to see me, you know, I feel sorry for you. You couldn't look at this art right here, but my energy would speak for me, as it does before I walk in the room now. We have this illusion that what we are the things that we dress ourselves up as. And we want people to believe that we are everything our ego fears that people don't think of us. That's an identity illusion. Chasing power behind labels and perception, public perception. And these are all people who don't know themselves. They know their programming. You know your programming. These are the same people when I ask you what's your greater resistance, you don't know the answer. You just know you want to be in a better situation than you are right now, but that's not what I'm asking you. Who are you outside the labels? You don't know? Okay. You know too much to know so little. You spending time in all the wrong places. Awakening is realizing the fake life is not life at all. You are not your trauma. You are not your job. You are not the stories you keep repeating to yourself. I want you I want you to reflect on this. Who would you be if no one ever told you who you were? Who would you be if no one ever told you who you were? That's something good to think about. Another one is, if money wasn't a factor, what would you create? What would you create? Hmm, okay. If fear didn't control you, what would you attempt? What would you do? Yeah. If fear didn't control you, what would you do? For some people, awakening is disturbing, much like when someone is disturbing you from your sleep. S- Some people respond to that as if it actually physically it's hurting them, right? When you wake them up. Spiritual awakenings are much the same. Energetic awakenings are the same as well. Sometimes it feels like it hurts because it costs you your illusions. It costs you comfort. You lose people who can't stand the real you. You lose the excuses you've been hiding behind. And the truth is, some of you don't fear failure. You fear success because success would expose your excuses. The subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. You hear me? Which means most of your choices aren't choices, they're programming. That's why it's so important to change your programming. And that's what we're doing in the 90-day challenge. This is going to be a powerful time, and you should definitely make sure that you are a part of it. The link is in my bio. You can go to brianhyppolite.com. The 90-day challenge starts October the 1st. And it's going to be for the last 90 days of the year, you're going to receive a message from me. And before I go any further, the early bird special ends on the 25th. So y'all got 72 hours left to participate in the early bird special, which of course is $100 off. Plus, everyone who participates in the early bird special is going to get an exclusive one-on-one coaching call with me. So you go to Brian Hyppolite to get your spots. There's limited VIP spots available. But it's going to transform your life in 90 days from the inside out. This challenge isn't just a program. It's an initiation to a new way of living, where your pain becomes your power, your wounds become your wisdom, and your setbacks become stepping stones towards your highest self. Like I said, we're going to start October the 1st. You'll join a guided 90-day journey of spiritual alchemy, personal development, and deep transformation. You'll experience the practices, short and powerful exercises to rewrite your mindset and your energy. We'll have weekly accountability checks. You get access to Manifest University. So we have further communication every day for 90 days. Just imagine what's going to happen with 90 days of the right direction, the right 90 days of the right formula, 90 days of accountability. You're a part of a network of people who are also on a journey as well. And that definitely helps along the way. You get this exclusive community access to be supported by like-minded brothers and sisters walking the same path. I'm going to equip you with all the tools, the guided meditations, affirmations, audio books. Of course, you're going to get a copy of my 9th book, 111 Keys of Spiritual Alchemy. And in addition to that, you'll get a lot of virtual learning material as well. So you're definitely going to leave there with a transformational framework, practical steps to overcome destructive cycles and align with your higher self as many times as you need to until you get it right, and that becomes the new you. Because that's really what it's about, is learning how to stay in alignment consistently till that becomes your new way of living. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that. It's so much easier to do when you have a guide. And so I'm going to take you where you need to go. Their early bird special, again, ends in 3 days on the 25th. And while we're on this broadcast, discount code GREATER will save you $50 off of your access. So go ahead to brianhyppolite.com and get that. There's also a limited amount of VIP available. I believe it's 10 that are still available, and that comes with 2 private one-on-one sessions at the start and at the end of the 90-day challenge. Is also going to include a signed copy of my Manifesting You book, the Bloodline Breaker book, and the 111 Keys of Spiritual Alchemy book, and as well as all the other extra things that come along, with that. So take advantage of this opportunity. 90 days of mentorship, some group coaching, accountability, and definitely the right framework and instruction to rewire your mind, to turn your pain into power, and to make some really powerful things happen in your life. If you're interested in that, then you can definitely go to brianhyppolite.com or click the link that's in the bio right now so you can get that access. Yeah. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till it's gone, because the early bird is over in 3 days. Let's do this. Affirm this with me. I am awake. I am aware. I choose my thoughts. I choose my life. I am awake. I am aware. I choose my thoughts. I choose my life. Now, if you're not driving at the moment, if you're not operating a motor vehicle, if you're not tending to a small child, if you're not walking down the street, if you have the moment, if you're in a safe environment where you could just be still for a moment and take a deep breath and even close your eyes, that'd be amazing. Just for the next maybe 60 seconds. If you can't, give yourself a moment to take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, and out through your mouth. Let's do that again. In through your nose and out through your mouth. See yourself standing in front of a mirror. With your eyes closed, see yourself standing in front of a mirror. The version you've been pretending to be. That fake version of you. That has been a protection. That has been a separation. That has been a mask. See it for what it is now, as the mask over you. Now see yourself pulling off the mask. Behind it is your true self. The one you buried. The one who's been waiting. Say it loud. I am not my mask. I am my truth. Say it loud. I am not my mask. I am my truth. Awakening without alignment is paranoia. Awakening with alignment is power. So let's continue aligning. I think, you know what I think would be a great thing to do right now would be to read you something out of this powerful book. Yes, please give me a number between 1 and 111 so I can read you the corresponding key to this amazing book. 111 Keys of Spiritual Alchemy. This is for all those who want to turn their wounds into wisdom. Talking about reclaiming your power and discovering your true purpose. Okay, I see Sheila. I see you say key number 26, Sheila. I got you. Shout out to everybody that's watching, everybody in the chat. Where you at? Where you from? Key number 26 comes from chapter 3, and that's breaking the chains. Liberating yourself from limiting beliefs is what this chapter is on. Key number 26 is on surrounding yourself with empowering influences. Yours truly. Your environment plays a critical role in the shaping of your beliefs. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. That will accelerate your transformation. Conversely, spending time with negative or critical individuals can reinforce limiting beliefs. Evaluate your social circle and seek out mentors, friends, and communities that align with your growth. Come on now. Engage in uplifting conversations and expose yourself to content, books, podcasts, or seminars that foster empowerment. Proximity is power. The people and environments you immerse yourself in directly impact your mindset. So surround yourself with empowering influence. That's a powerful one, especially for what we got going on right now. Get yourself in this community. As a matter of fact, even if you're not joining the Spiritual Alchemy Challenge and you want to get inside the Manifest University community, you can get that and so much more just by subscribing to the channel. Subscribing to this channel right here is going to give you access to Manifest University. As you can see right here on the screen, it's going to give the first 111 subscriptions. All this stuff right here, lifetime recognition, not only on Twitch, but also in our Manifest University Discord. There's already a section in the Discord just for us, just for the network that's being built as the founders of this channel. For those who are aligning with me, I want to align with you as well. And so I'm giving you so much to impact you and to make you greater, and make your life greater, to help you on your journey, because your presence here is helping me along my journey. So that's really what it's about. Thank you to everyone that is subscribing, and thank you to everyone that's even following so that you can get the notifications when I go live. Yeah, I love y'all to life. I know many of y'all have come over from other social media platforms. Thank you. Thank you for following the rules and the information. Thank you for following through. I appreciate you. And I'm so excited that you're here. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. I got a question for you. What is your greater existence? What is your greater existence? See, I'm asking you these questions because the right questions lead to the right answers. The right answers provide the right clarity. The right clarity offers the proper direction. And with the proper direction, all you gotta do is execute an alignment. But first and foremost, we gotta know where we're going. Focus on what you're about to do. After all you made it through, you still be doubting you. Can't be waiting on a sign when you're the proof. No point in looking at the facts when you're the truth. Your purpose and your power are much greater than your problems. Use them both to solve them, or they'll keep evolving. Trauma ain't your fault, but healing's your responsibility. Be your greatest ally, not your biggest enemy. Sometimes you gotta make a pivot. I'm focused on my future, not my past, and everything shifted. Self-awareness makes you truly gifted. I identify my triggers, learn from them, and start moving different. But you gon' be a slave until you master self. Mindsets of abundance, they attracting wealth. If it don't align with me, then that's fine with me. But greater's what I gotta be. Greater shall you be, greater shall you do, greater shall you have, but you gotta know it's true. What's your greater existence? What's your greater existence? Greater shall you be, greater shall you do, greater shall you have, but you gotta know it's true. What's your greater existence? What's your greater existence? Yeah, focus on the gifts that God gave you. Who are you outside the way that your pain made you? What would you do if you ain't have what your fear gave you? How would you love if broken expectations didn't change you? Don't make excuses, make better decisions. Can't blame nobody else for the way that you live it. Playing victim to your past just gon' keep you a victim. Overcome that superhero syndrome. Go from lacking limitations to a lack of limitations. It's gon' take you moving with a lack of hesitation. It's gon' take reversing all of that backwards thinking. But it's gon' take you further than all them dreams that you dreaming. And yeah, you can do it. I swear you can do it. I believe you have what it takes to get through it. This is divine timing, divine intervention, divine direction, divine protection for your divine mission. Shall you be? Greater shall you do, go. Greater shall you have, but you gotta know it's true. What's your greater existence? What's your greater existence? Greater shall you be, greater shall you do, greater shall you have, but you gotta know it's true. What's your greater existence? What's your greater existence? What's your greater existence? That's what we got to know. What's your greater existence? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What is it when you're dreaming? Many of you haven't been dreaming enough. It's been quite some time since you were dreaming. It's been far too long since you allowed your mind to stretch beyond what you just knew was there and pull from the cosmos the things that are within you that are to be manifested in this dimension. And we're going to get you back to that space. We're going to get you back to that space. You see, alignment is choosing your frequency. And it's so important for you to be in alignment with the life that you desire for yourself, the reality that you desire for yourself. And here's the formula. Thoughts are electric. Emotions are magnetic. And together they broadcast your life. That's really how it goes. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you're disciplined enough to embody. Your life is not responding to your prayers. It's responding to your patterns. You know, gratitude shifts brain chemistry, which is why it's one of the best emotions for you to have and the best way for you to feel, the best feelings for you to embody is actually the most powerful emotion that you have. We always thought and assumed all this time that it was love, that love was the most powerful feeling and the most powerful emotion. But no, science has been able to conclude that it's actually gratitude. Gratitude shifts your brain chemistry. Gratitude rewires and rewrites brain patterns. Studies show 21 days of gratitude rewires neural pathways to be defaulted to positivity, where it was previously defaulted to negativity. So if you want abundance, you must in power. So reflect on this. What frequency are you broadcasting daily? Is your energy magnetic to what you desire or what you fear? What is your energy bringing to you? Is it what you desire or is it what you fear? If your children were to inherit your frequency right now, would they inherit healing or bondage? I think it's a great day, a great moment, a great opportunity to align. And we do this by changing our thoughts. A great way to change your thoughts is to change your words. Say things like, I align my thoughts with clarity. I align my emotions with gratitude. I align my life with sovereignty. It's why I created a 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge. Because alignment isn't an event, it's a practice. I was in this relationship with this woman who seemed to not understand this concept and really thought that this alignment thing was just an event. It was something that could happen, that something that could be shared over a weekend. But then a few days later, the alignment would fade away. A few days later, when it was actually time to put in the effort to stay in alignment, it wouldn't happen. Alignment is not an event, it's a practice, it's a consciousness, it's an awareness and an intention. That intention part comes with action, comes with execution, comes with you moving outside of yourself and you moving out of your way to do what you said you was going to do and be who you said you was going to be, even if it don't feel how you thought it was going to feel at that moment. I had to let that one go. That was a catch and release. Yeah. You don't reprogram yourself from years of trauma with just one live stream, with just one coaching call. No. You got 90 days of daily rewiring, daily rituals, new rituals that connect you with the flow, that connect you with your higher self, that connect you with the God within you, instead of the version of self that has been present with the mass, present with the lack, present with the fears. You missing your daily mindset shifts. You missing the daily alignment if you're not getting into this. This is what turns awakening into transformation, and I'm going to make sure that you have everything that you need, and I'm going to personally see you through it. Give me another number between 1 and 111 so I can read you another key from this powerful book, 111 Keys of Spiritual Alchemy. This is my 9th book, and I love it so much because it has so much great information in it. So much great information and so many examples of what to do that is just, man, if someone had no clue what spiritual alchemy was or even what alchemy was, this makes you very proficient in it. Key number 77 says practicing forgiveness as a daily habit. Key number 77 is in chapter 8, which is on the power of forgiveness, setting your soul free. And it says forgiveness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. Wow. Minor grievances Misunderstandings and conflicts arise daily. Cultivating a habit of forgiveness ensures that these small disruptions don't accumulate and weigh you down. Start each day by reflecting on any lingering frustrations or resentments. Use techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or journaling to release them. Have the conversations that's needed to let these things go. Set your intentions by using affirmations such as, today, I choose to release anger and embrace peace. This practice keeps your emotional slate clean and your heart open. That's such a powerful key, and it's in divine alignment to what we were just talking about. Yeah, I love it. I love every second of what's happening inside this nation. So let's get to the application. Let's get to the application. Awakening is awareness. Alignment is energy. And application is execution. But here's the problem. Most of you dream, but you don't execute. You pray for fruit, but never plant the tree. Your problem is it's not that you lack vision. You lack discipline. 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February, not because people don't want change, but because they refuse the discipline that's required. It seems like, if we just going based off of history, you're willing to do enough to tell yourself that you did something, but not enough to see the results. And so you'll do that long enough until it just doesn't work and you can see it's not working. And so you say, this doesn't work. When the truth is, it's not that it didn't work. It's that you didn't work. You didn't work it. You didn't show up with the level of intention and action that would get the desired result. And the thing is, you knew that the whole time you were doing it. You was aware of that the whole time you was doing it. That's called self-sabotage. So this is what application looks like. Because especially if you're going to be in this 90-day challenge, I'm going to make sure that you applying it as much as I can. So it's going to start by writing down your 90-day manifestation goals. So let's do that. If you're under the sound of my voice right now, write down a 90-day manifestation goal. And that should be identifying who you want to be December 31st of 2025. What is that greater version of yourself that you want to be walking and embodying in 90 days? We got a little less than 100 days. I think we had 99 days left in this year. Who do you want to be in the next 90 days? What do you want to have? What do you want to be embodying? What do you want to have created? And then identify the thing that's standing in your way right now of having that. Identify the belief system that you currently have that version of yourself doesn't have. Identify the disciplines and that version of yourself must have that you currently don't have. Identify the healing that version of yourself has that you currently don't have. Let's identify what we must alchemize. And then we're going to build the rituals that sustain it. We're going to build the supportive systems of action. You're going to leave there with the support that you need to move forward. I'm not just offering you inspiration or motivation. I'm going to give you the tools and the resources for your growth, your development, and your success. I don't want your money. I want your success. I was tempted to do a pick your own price with this. And I ran that by some fellow entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs that I respect greatly. And they told me not to do that, to pick something else to do, do that with. But I was going to give you, a certain amount of days to pick your own price. But at the same time, I've never seen anyone get the results that anyone would desire entering a 90-day transformation that did not offer the amount of energy that could do so. Like the people who wouldn't invest in a personal trainer were the people who really didn't want the accountability to begin with. So those are the people who were going to get the least results. Right? And that's how it was broken down to me. And it was like, well, if you're in it for the results, then you want the people who want to invest in their results. Fair enough. So let me ask you, what goal, if you achieved it in 90 days, would change your life forever? What belief has kept you from it? What are you willing to change today to get to the other side? What are you willing to change today? What new habits are you willing to pick up to replace the ones that are keeping you out of alignment? Are you willing to? If so, let's make it do what it do. Let's not hesitate. Let's not hesitate at all. Let's get to it. Let's find ourselves in alignment so we can find ourselves where we want to be, getting to the destinations that we want to get to. Man, it's all about looking in the mirror and being honest with your reflection. It's all about being true to yourself. So I'm going to ask you these questions and I'm going to give you a moment to reflect. Again, what goal, if achieved in 90 days, would change your life forever? What belief has kept you from it? And what are you willing to do? What habit are you willing to commit to now to begin daily in order to make it happen? I want you to think about that for a second.
Oh, you had it twisted. Oh, you didn't know that you was gifted. You ain't know that stuff you went through just set you up for winning. You ain't know. Oh, you ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know that you was golden. You ain't know you was important, huh? Oh, you ain't know you had a purpose much bigger than anything you ever considered. Oh, you ain't know. Well, I'ma be your mirror. Look, you have something to offer, you are not your mistakes. You wanna share your thoughts, but think nobody relates. Lowballing your work, and that's the irony, isn't it? When a life is significance, but don't think it's significant. You gotta shift your thinking, get in line with your infinite. Release all the negative beliefs that you dealing with. I know you can hear me, you know who you are. Identify with your greatness instead of your scars. Let's let go of all these labels. You are not defective, Be the first to know your presence is a blessing. In today's lesson, I leave for you to learn, as you can only have what you believe you deserve. Change your self-perception, your thoughts and your action. The secret is understanding the law of attraction. Look, it's time to start living out your passions. That's how you get your phoenix rising up about them ashes. Oh, you had it twisted. Oh, you didn't know that you was gifted. You ain't know that stuff you went through just set you up for winning. You ain't know. Oh, you ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know that you was golden. You ain't know you was important, huh? Oh, you ain't know you had a purpose much bigger than anything you ever consider. Oh, you ain't know. Well, I'ma be your mirror, so you can see it clearer. I took it out of my mind and put it all in my hands. If you was count me out, cancel all of them plans. I'm selling dope in the open. These are audiograms. Apply real pressure, fakes ain't strong enough to withstand. I'm built different, it feel different, it's real different. When you embrace what makes you different, and that makes a difference. This is self-love, this is self-healing. Real wealth, belief in self, I pray you know the feeling. This is self-awareness, this is self-acceptance. It's about that time you turn your flaws into a secret weapon. I was destined, ain't see a way, so I made my own. Paved my own, stumbling blocks turn to stepping stones. Private planes, my daughter stepping on. Manifested, I got my blessings on. Bloomed in the midst of a storm that would've killed you. They tell me when they hear you, the real ones gon' feel you. I tell them we go win no matter the hand they deal you. Tupac staring at the world through my rear view, but you can't drive forward staring in the rear view. You gotta have a clear view on this road of life, so never make moves from what you seen in your rear view. I'm just trying to prepare you. Face your fears, you learn from what scares you. And if you holding back tears, let them tear through. You can now grow your problems, I dare. Oh, you had it twisted. Oh, you didn't know that you was gifted. You ain't know that stuff you went through just set you up for winning. You ain't know. Oh, you ain't know that you was chosen. You ain't know that you was golden. You ain't know you was important, huh? Oh, you ain't know you had a purpose much bigger than anything you ever consider. Oh, you ain't know. Well, I'ma be your mirror, so you can see it clearer. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. Look at that greatness. That's you. That's you. That's you. Look at that greatness. That's you. That's you. That's you. Look at that greatness. That's you. That's you. That's you. Look at that greatness. That's you.
Yeah. You had it twisted. Didn't know that you was gifted. Didn't know that stuff you went through just set you up for winning, man. That's what we doing anyway, ain't it? I hear winning. Repeat after me. I manifest through action. I execute with discipline. My destiny is inevitable. That's a powerful declaration. My destiny is inevitable, because a lot of people out here dealing with fate. They're not even dealing with destiny. They're dealing with the absence of destiny. They're dealing with the opposite of destiny. They're getting what you get when you don't get destiny. They're getting fate. A lot of y'all are living fate lives right now, as fate would have it. You know? But there's a destiny that was meant for you. Your life today is a harvest of the seeds that you planted 90 days ago. Your life 90 days from now will be the harvest of what you choose tonight. That's why the 90-day challenge exists. It's not optional, it's necessary, because without it, you'll wake up tomorrow and repeat the same fake life. You got questions, drop them in the chat. And of course, the Manifest Nation hotline is open. You can give me a call and we can talk live on the air, and that's 813-686-0963. Hit me up. 813-686-0963. This is where the nation gets real. Not just theory, but application in your real life, your struggles and your dreams. So as we dive into your questions, remember, without actions, answers are illusions. So whatever you receive tonight, commit to applying, commit to anchoring it, commit to sustaining it. That's what the challenge will force you to do. Take truth and turn it into transformation. And that's really what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. This is Manifest Nation. This is the home of the awakened, the frequency of the sovereign. This is the land of the curse breaker. And tonight we expose the illusion. We ripped off the mask of that fake life. We're awake and we are aligned and we will begin applying. But this is not the end. This is just the spark. Like the song said, greater shall you be, greater shall you do, and greater shall you have. What's standing in your way? What has been standing in your way from creating the life that you desire? See, what I would love to do is actually take some time to hear from the Manifesting You book. Because there's some game in there that would make a whole lot of sense right now. And I think would take us a very long way on this subject. Let me pull that up real quick.
Warfare, biological warfare, socio-economical oppression, spiritual slavery, and broken homes within a broken nation littered with broken systems. Banish the expectation put on you to be whole, when all you've been given is broken pieces to build yourself with. You will be whole, with nothing missing, nothing broken. But it will take some time putting together all the pieces of your puzzle. Give yourself a little slack and a lot of love and admiration. Appreciate your growth as it is happening. I know it's uncomfortable, but it's destiny and your divinity that is waiting on you to recognize and utilize it. There's unmatched beauty and wisdom waiting in the acceptance of your flaws. Embrace your imperfections and learn from them. Growing pains come in all forms. It is now your time and season of growth. We will dig deep, and as we journey inward, don't you dare overlook all the blessings you're surrounded by right now. You've come so far, and before we go any further, I want to tell you, I am so proud of you. I wrote this book to help remove the yoke around your neck and release you into freedom. Freedom of your heart, mind, and soul. Freedom of your abilities. Freedom to exist in your true identity. Freedom to manifest you. Throughout history, philosophers, scholars, master thinkers, teachers, creators, great minds, and achievers have all unanimously agreed on one thing. Man is the master of his own universe because he is the master of his mind. Therefore, once he masters his mind, he can create any desired universe. It is your time to unlock doors to success, wealth, happiness, peace, and legacy. The sacred keys to self-mastery await you within this soul-satisfying manual of inner work and elevation. Arm yourself with ancient understandings, timeless life lessons, and habits proven to be powerful for all those who yield them. This ancient understanding has become so far extinct that it's considered to be a novelty today. Use this to your advantage. This book is a guide to your God state, superpower, divine nature, and purpose. Start your journey today and manifest you.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, that's some good game right there. It's always a great day to align yourself with what is going to take you to your next level. And so that's why I want to thank you for showing up, and for everyone that has followed the channel, for everyone that has subscribed to the channel, and definitely everyone that is tapping in with the real fire, the real 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge. You got about 25 more minutes to use discount code GREATER to save $50 at brianhyppolite.com on your access to the 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge. This is 90 days of rewiring, 90 days of discipline, 90 days of alchemizing pain into power. Inspiration lasts minutes, but discipline lasts lifetimes. So don't just watch, commit. Don't just agree, align. I love that you agree, but align as well. Don't just awake. Don't just be awake. Apply. I love that for you. I love that for you. Greater shall you be, greater shall you do, and greater shall you have. But you got to know it's true. You got to be well aware. Thank you to everyone that's subscribing to the nation, man. Welcome to the land of the curse breakers. Yeah. Shout out to all the way makers. Shout out to everyone that became a way. Shout out to everyone who stopped asking for miracles and started becoming a miracle. It's an honor to share space with you. And may your legacy live forever. Yeah. Most people don't realize how they change. Most people don't realize how their mind has been locked into these routines, into these behavior patterns, and to the meanings that you associate with certain things in your life. This is this and that means that. That's programming. There's a whole nation. I mean, there's a whole lot of people who have views on things that they don't even truly understand or really know anything about, but they know what they've been programmed to think about it. They know they've been programmed what they've been programmed to think about it. I know people who would say there's this conflict in the Middle East, and I stand with Israel. Why you stand with Israel? Because that's what we do. Well, why is that? I think the Bible said it. Oh, that's why you do that. You know, not even knowing, not even understanding that the biblical reference of Israel is not a place, it's a people. The literal place Israel that we know of, I mean, that came to be in like 1948 or something like that. Like that place 60, 80 years old, something like that. Like that can't be the one that the Bible's referring to. So if that's what you thought, no, but that is what you were programmed to believe, though. that you're supposed to have this alliance and allegiance. I'm not telling you who to have an alliance and allegiance to. What I am saying is there's a lot of programming going on, and there's a lot of people who believe things that they don't even know why they believe what they believe, but they believe it. You were programmed to believe that milk does a body good. You were programmed to believe that. There was marketing and programming going into from the dairy industry, making people believe that milk was good for their body. And why was that happening? Because people stopped drinking milk because they started to realize that it wasn't good for their bodies. So a whole lot of marketing dollars went into campaigns to rebrand and make you believe that this thing is good for you. Not only is it good for you, money was spent to get in the medical industry to say that that you need X amount of it a day. You was programmed to believe that. There's so much about you that you were programmed to believe. There's so much about you that your environment showed you, and you learn from your environments. That doesn't mean that comes from a place of wholeness. I remember a woman who I love like a sister having an issue with her husband, and the issue that what it was over was like their differences of opinion around a certain household subject. And her opinion was coming from lack and limitation that she experienced in her life, and coming from a single parent household. And his opinion of how this goes down was coming from having two parents in the household. That's all the difference was, is like, this is how he experienced it with two parents. This is how you experience it with one. So this is why you think this and he thinks that. Which one would you want your children to have modeled in front of them? Yeah, what he's talking about. There's a lot of programming going on, but there's a lot of awakening happening, at the same time. But once you wake up, you have to align. Awakening without alignment is just paranoia. Alignment is where power begins. Alignment is action. Alignment is intention. Alignment is awareness. Alignment is applied consciousness. Your thoughts are electric and your emotions are magnetic. Together they broadcast a frequency, and that is the frequency of your existence, the frequency of your life. And you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are on a frequency alignment with, what you are a vibrational alignment with. You also are attracting what you are disciplined enough to embody. But if your thoughts are fear, your emotions are stress, your frequency looks like chaos. If your thoughts are fear of judgment and you're wearing masks, you're attracting people who wear masks too. If your thoughts are dishonest with yourself, you lying to yourself, you're attracting people who lie to you too. And don't be mad at them for doing to you what you're doing to yourself. It's time. It's time to get yourself back to the place where you belong. I like what Sheila said in the comments. She said you got to recalibrate. Yeah. If your thoughts are on abundance and your emotions are on gratitude, then your frequency is wealth. Your frequency is creating. Your frequency is sustaining. Life doesn't give you what you pray for. It gives you what you broadcast. So align with the vibrational existence that you want for yourself so you can have more of it. Every morning, my daughter set their intentions, and a part of setting their intentions is, how do you want to feel today? How do you want to feel today? And how do you want people to feel when they're in your presence today? I'm telling you, my daughters start their day off with a higher level of intention than most people that I know. They get this on the house. You can get it by joining the 90-day spiritual alchemy challenge. And you got about 20 minutes left to use discount code greater so you can save yourself $50 to be a part of that. Yeah. Alignment is a discipline of broadcasting what you choose. Alignment is being a deliberate creator of your reality by broadcasting what you choose. My daughters tell me their intention for the day is for them to feel us. There's always good ways that you intend on feeling. So then as we're going through our day and things happen, something takes place and they begin to show that they aren't feeling that way. Let me remind you of your intentions. Because if that's what you want to feel, then that's what you must broadcast, regardless of whatever just took you away from that initially. That's what you must get back to. So what do you need to get back to that? There's a list of things that they know they can have. There's go-tos that you can have. What do you need to get you back there? 9 times out of 10, they need a hug. 9 times out of 10, they just need some reassurance. 9 times out of 10, they need to eat. 9 times out of 10, they need some love. What do you need to get back to that space? Get yourself back there. So you could be broadcasting what it is that you need to be broadcasting so you can create the realities that you desire. You can't say that you want freedom if you're broadcasting fear and bondage. You can't say that you want wealth if you're broadcasting worry and lack and limitation. You can't say you want love if you're broadcasting loneliness and the negative feelings. Yeah. It's all good, though. You already know what type of time we are on. I'm going to teach you not only the mindset, but the practices to change that all around. I'm going to teach you the breathing techniques that reset your nervous system. One of my favorite is box breathing. And that's where you are inhaling through your nose for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, and then releasing it for 4 seconds. Again, it's called box breathing. There's so many breathing techniques you can look them up and find the one that suits you or the one that you like or the one you remember best, whatever. But find you a breathing technique and spend just the time doing it. I like box breathing because I feel like after the 3rd time doing it, I can feel my nervous system resetting. I can feel just the calm taking over my body. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. It feel good to me. And you can do whichever one feel good to you. I'm inhaling through my nose for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and slowly releasing for 4 seconds. How you feel? Now, in this state, I want you to visualize yourself walking into 2026, a greater version of you, more capable, more aligned, more directly defined. I want you to visualize yourself having the daily practices that lead you to your success. I want you to visualize yourself in the facilities that you may need to go to, or with the people that you may need to be with, whatever takes you there. Whatever that looks like, I want you to see yourself actively doing that. Greater shall you be, greater shall you do, and greater shall you have. It's time to lock in. It's time to activate. Pull yourself from that place of visualization into a place of action. You see it, now believe it and support it. Get yourself the tools and the resources and the support team that can help you. Whether it's a 90-day challenge, whether it's my mentorship program, or any other place that's going to offer you, those things are going to help you. Go and do it. Even if you're just subscribing to this channel, so not only will you get access, get the alerts when I'm broadcasting, but you'll get access to the replays. And you'll get access to Manifest University, so you get access to an online campus of information and education, all about your personal development, your spiritual growth, and aligning with your destiny. Creating the life and legacy that you desire, breaking generational curses, and creating generational wealth. This is Manifest Nation, the home of the awakening, the frequency of the sovereign, the land of the curse breaker. Tonight we exposed the illusion. We ripped off the mask of fake life, and we awakened and aligned so we could apply. Don't let it end here. Let's take it to the next level. Use discount code GREATER for the next 10 minutes to save you $50 on access to the 90-day Spiritual Alchemy Challenge. The early bird special ends in 72 hours on the 25th of September. But everyone who participates in the early bird special is not only are you going to save $100, so if you use the discount code, you're going to save an additional $50. So you'll have $150 worth of savings. If you react now, while the discount code is active during this broadcast. And you will also get a one-on-one coaching call with me, absolutely free. In addition to all the other amazing things that you're going to get. There's a limited space for VIP. There's a basic, there's a premium, and then there's a VIP. Get in where you are aligned. All of the early bird discount prices are already active on the website. And don't forget, you got 10 minutes to use discount code GREATER. This is Manifest Nation. Not a show, not a brand, but a movement, a legacy, and a destiny. And for those who are joining for the first time, welcome home. We broadcast 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and I look forward to seeing you on our next broadcast. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting my music, that's been going to brianhyppolite.com, picking your own price and downloading my latest album, Tropical Depression. Thank you to everyone that's been spinning my music, to everyone that's been playing the music on all the different platforms, on all the different networks, everyone that's been using it in their memes and in their reels. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that's been purchasing the books. And if you're interested in getting inside my 6-month mentorship program, where I work with you one-on-one to align you with your greatness, to break generational curses, to create generational wealth, send me a message on whatever platform it is that you work with me on or connect with me on, even if it's here. You go to brianhyppolite.com and you can click a link there as well to schedule a one-on-one interview, a mini mentorship session where I get to tell you about the program and see if it's a divine fit for you. And to see if you're a divine fit for me as well, to be honest with you. So thank you so much for this opportunity to elevate you. I love this energy exchange that we have, where the God in me gets to speak to the God in you, because that's really what it's all about. Welcome to the nation. This is Manifest Nation. I'm Brian Hyppolite. Until next time, be great, be powerful, be gods. Keep elevating. See you soon.